GM just came out with a new $15,000 pickup truck, and it is shocking everyone. But will such a cheap truck be that good? Well, it has an attractive functional design and an impressive capability, but it's also built on a whole new concept. So let me break it down for you. What is it exactly like? Imagine a truck that not only fits snugly into your budget, but also promises to be a powerhouse of performance and value. With this $15,000 pickup truck, General Motors isn't just adding a new model to their lineup, they're making a bold statement. But what's the deal with a price tag like this? It's a question that probably popped into your head the moment you heard the price tag. But if you look closely, the appetite for budget-friendly vehicles has been on a steep climb, and it's showing no signs of slowing down. As everyday expenses keep creeping up, there's an urgent need for trucks that serve small businesses and families without breaking the bank. But why is this such a big deal? Well, GM hasn't rolled out anything like this in ages. Actually, no other automaker has either. But here's where it gets exciting. Under the leadership of Mary Barra, GM is steering into uncharted waters. And this move comes at a time when everyone's feeling the pinch, and having a reliable, affordable vehicle is more important than ever. GM is trying to capitalize on this opportunity. They have a plan. But let's talk about the details. The strategy. Mary Barra's vision for GM isn't just about creating a more budget-friendly truck, it's about embracing a broader change in how we think about car ownership. And also raking in huge amounts of profit, she's steering GM towards a future where economic and environmental considerations go hand in hand. This is a significant pivot for the company. Will this affordable, eco-friendly trend continue to grow? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, the 15 grand pickup isn't just a new addition to the truck market, it's a sign of things to come. As this truck rolls out, it'll be interesting to see how it influences the market and what other automakers will do in response. And guess what? This means GM has finally decided to throw down the gauntlet and take on the Ford Maverick. After nearly 4 years of watching Ford's compact pickup steal the spotlight, GM is stepping into the ring with the Terra. And trust me, this bad boy is ready to give the Maverick a serious run for its money. Mary Barra has promised that, despite its low price tag, this truck won't skimp on the essentials. It's a tall order given that their main customers crave reliability, power and practicality. If this truck doesn't deliver, it could spell disaster for the whole project. So let's talk about that for a sec. Capabilities. The Terra seems to be locked in. Under the hood, it's packing a 2.5-litre 4-cylinder engine. This choice is all about striking a balance between everyday usability and affordability. Sure, it's not built for hauling heavy loads, but it's designed to tackle daily driving with ease. The focus is on keeping the price down, while still meeting the core needs of buyers. Finding that sweet spot between cost and capability is what will make the Terra a smart choice for those who need a reliable truck without breaking the bank. And this thing will be riding on the same platform as the newly revamped GMC Terrain SUV. This means a plethora of powertrain options. And rumors are swirling around suggesting that GM is also cooking up a plug-in hybrid version of the Terra. This electrifying option is bound to turn heads among eco-conscious buyers. The hybrid Terra will likely share its powertrain with the Chevy Equinox PHEV, available in China, combining a 177 horsepower 1.5-litre engine with an electric motor to deliver a robust 250 horses. It's pretty impressive, right? GM is clearly pulling out all the stops to ensure the Terra stands out in a crowded market. By leveraging the proven platform of the Terrain SUV, they're offering a blend of performance, efficiency and sustainability. And with the potential for a hybrid option, they're appealing to a broader audience looking to reduce their carbon footprint without sacrificing power or capability. Sure, this truck may not be a powerhouse, but it's perfect for urban living and light hauling. Think of it as the ideal companion for small business owners and families who need a practical, comfortable vehicle that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. And you know what that means? This truck needs to be practical and versatile. Functional design. At the heart of the Terra lies a design centered on practicality. Think of a spacious cabin that's perfect for everything, from family road trips to hauling your weekend gear. It has a 4.5-foot bed, ideal for loading up bikes, camping equipment, or even those ambitious home improvement supplies. GMC's goal? To seamlessly blend functionality with passenger comfort. But the Terra is not just about utility, it's about making you feel at home on the road. Step inside and you'll be greeted by a premium interior that rivals some of the larger SUVs out there. High-quality materials, advanced tech and a refined atmosphere make every drive a pleasure. Now, I have to be honest, I really like this car. I mean, it has everything that we need. But instead of me just talking about it, watch all the features carefully and tell me if I'm right or wrong in the comments. This truck is built for those who want the best of both worlds, a workhorse that pampers you with luxury. First off, let's talk space. Ever stepped into a vehicle and felt like you were entering a whole new world? The GMC Terra is designed with roominess in mind. This makes it perfect for family road trips, group adventures, or even just running errands with the whole crew. And if you opt for the higher trims, you can expect leather upholstery and seats that are heated and ventilated. The infotainment system is another highlight, with a sleek touchscreen display that puts everything you need right at your fingertips. Whether you're an Apple CarPlay or Android Auto fan, the Terra has you covered with seamless smartphone integration. But that's not all. Safety is paramount in the Terra. It has a suite of advanced safety features that give you peace of mind on every drive. Multiple airbags, stability control, and traction control are just the beginning. Advanced driver assistance systems like lane departure warning and adaptive cruise control take safety up a notch. It's like having an extra set of eyes watching out for you and your passengers. To top it all off, the Terra includes ambient lighting options that add a touch of luxury to the cabin. Picture soft, soothing lights that enhance the atmosphere, making every drive feel a bit more special. It's the little things that make a big difference, turning a simple drive into a delightful experience. But what about the outside? Well, have you ever seen a vehicle that makes you stop and stare? That's the GMC Terra for you, with its bold, aggressive design that screams confidence. Let's talk about it. Exterior design. This beast is all about making a statement on the road, rolling up with a prominent grille, sculpted bodylines, and muscular proportions that not only look rugged but mean business. The Terra isn't just about looking good, it's about visibility too. Expect modern LED headlights and taillights that light up the night and give the Terra a sleek contemporary look. And when it comes to wheels, the Terra knows how to impress. Although we don't know each detail, this thing has a variety of wheel sizes and designs, letting you customize your ride to match your styles. Color choices? The Terra's got you covered on that too, with a palette of exterior color options that let you express your personal style. From classic shades to metallic and premium paints, there's a finish to suit every taste. It's all about making your Terra truly yours. And when it comes to being practical, this thing takes the crown. It has roof rails, a reinforced rear bumper, integrated towing hitch options that make hauling your recreational toys a breeze. But that's not all. Aerodynamics play a crucial role in the Terra's design, with features that not only improve fuel efficiency, but also reduce wind noise, making your drive smoother and more comfortable. It's about blending performance with practicality, ensuring you get the best of both worlds. Off-road chops? Check. Higher ground clearance? Double check. But here is a thought-provoking question for you. Is this even possible? How are they managing to deliver more bang for your buck in today's economy? Well, let's break it down. The method. Sure, car prices have been on a steady climb, but there's a tipping point where they have to come back down. We're already seeing this trend with both classic and new models from major brands like Toyota. Take the Toyota Land Cruiser for instance. It saw its prices slashed by nearly $25,000. So what's the play here? The strategy is refreshingly simple. Master one thing and market it smartly. Ford nailed this with their Maverick truck, showcasing its impressive fuel efficiency and lighter build, making it an urban driver's dream. If this trend continues, it's not out of the realm of possibility for General Motors to adopt a similar strategy with the Terra. Known for pushing the envelope on sustainability, GM might just use the Terra to champion the cause of greener vehicles. This approach would not only cater to today's eco-conscious consumers, but also set a new benchmark in the automotive world, emphasizing a shift toward more specialized, cost-effective, and eco-friendly designs. The Terra is crafted with fuel efficiency and lightweight design at its core. This fresh approach is geared toward making it a top contender for a wide range of buyers, potentially driving a surge in demand. This is a perfect plan for them. Think about it, you've just snagged a pickup truck for $15,000, but then you're hit with soaring gas prices. Sounds like a tough spot, right? Ford's Maverick has shown that offering budget-friendly, fuel-efficient rides can be a game-changer. Sure, the Maverick might not be a beast off-road or boast mind-blowing power, but it gets the job done and does it well. Now, the real challenge for the Terra is figuring out if it can meet customer expectations and carve out its niche in the crowded truck market. Crafting the Terra is no small feat. It's a mix of strategic planning and overcoming obstacles. But if they get it right, the rewards could be substantial. When a vehicle offers exceptional value, it quickly catches fire with consumers and the demand can drive the price up. Just look at the Ford Maverick. It became so sought after that its price climbed, and at one point you couldn't even get one no matter how deep your pockets were. But if you think that this is a big headache, you'll be shocked by what I'm about to tell you. Let me explain. Challenges. First off, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the competition. The compact truck segment is a veritable gladiator arena, with heavyweights like the Toyota Hilux, Hyundai Santa Cruz and Ford Maverick throwing their weight around. These guys have built up serious brand loyalty and have dealer networks that stretch from sea to shining sea. So how's GM supposed to break through all that noise and grab the attention of potential buyers? Here's where things get tricky. The big question is whether people will opt for a new, unproven truck like the Terra, or wait to save up for a more established option like the Maverick or Santa Cruz. And don't forget about used trucks like the Tacoma, which have built a reputation for reliability. The Terra has a steep hill to climb. Can it offer enough value to stand out in a market full of reliable competitors? But the challenges don't stop there. Oh no! As if all those challenges weren't enough, GM also has to make sure the GMC Terra is packed to the brim with the latest and greatest tech features. We're talking advanced driver assistance systems, cutting-edge infotainment and seamless connectivity, all while making it affordable. How? If you think about it, they can just make the base model with the bare minimum features and give you options with higher and more costly trims. But let's not forget about the supply chain issues that have been plaguing the industry, especially since the whole COVID-19 debacle. Sourcing components has become a real headache, leading to production delays and skyrocketing costs. Imagine trying to build a compact pickup when you can't even get your hands on the latest infotainment system or that fancy new transmission. It's enough to give anyone a migraine. Have you seen the price tags on truck parts these days? It's enough to make your wallet start sweating. If GM can't find a way to keep a lid on those rising production expenses, they might have to jack up the price of the GMC Terra, pricing it right out of the market, regardless of their trims and pricing strategies. And trust me, compact pickup buyers are a savvy bunch. They'll sniff out overpriced things from a mile away. And then there's the whole regulatory compliance thing. The automotive industry is like a minefield of emission standards and safety regulations, and GM better make sure the GMC Terra navigates that maze without a hitch, because if that baby doesn't pass muster, it's gonna cost a pretty penny to get it up to snuff. That is not a small job. Just ask Toyota, the golden child of the industry. They've delayed their hybrid options for the new Mini Land Cruiser because their hybrid engine performed was caught in a controversy. It is a big deal and adds GM's own brand perception challenges into the mix, and things get worse. After that whole bankruptcy and government bailout debacle, the company has had to work overtime to rebuild consumer trust. The GMC Terra needs to be a shining beacon of reliability and quality, reminding folks that GM is back in the game and better than ever. But you know what they say, if it were easy, everyone would be doing it. And if GM gets this right, the industry won't be the same again. The impact. If General Motors can prove that a new budget-friendly truck can be a smash hit on US soil, the first thing that will happen is that they're about to face a non-stop barrage of competition. To really understand how this game-changing vehicle fits into the market, we need to take a closer look at how it could transform the entire industry. Now, the truck scene in the good old US of A is a whole different animal compared to the rest of the world. Most of these bad boys are made right here at home, and the competition is fierce. Trucks may be workhorses at heart, but clever marketing has turned them into status symbols, allowing manufacturers to jack up the prices way beyond what they actually cost to produce. That's why international giants like Toyota create special models just for the American market. They know us truck-loving folks have our own unique preferences. Let me tell you how this impacts us. Have you ever heard of Toyota's compact truck, the Hilux? This thing is the stuff of legends around the globe. People adore this truck for its bulletproof reliability, long-lasting durability and rugged capabilities. In fact, many buyers choose the Hilux over even Toyota's own Tacoma model. And get this, in Australia, the Hilux rings in around $20,000, which is way more affordable than the Ford Maverick, while still packing superior features. But sadly, these global trucks haven't made their way to the US shores. Instead, Toyota keeps us hooked on the Tacoma and Tundra. But if GM can strike gold with its own homegrown, low-cost truck, it might just force other automakers to rethink their strategies for dominating the American market. And who knows, it could even help boost GM's popularity worldwide. The buzz around GM's mysterious new truck is reaching a fever pitch, and for good reason. This vehicle has the potential to completely reshape the car industry as we know it. Sure, the challenges ahead might seem daunting, maybe even borderline impossible, But let's be real, history is chock full of big bold moves that defied the odds and changed the game forever. And you know what? No matter how this plays out, there's a silver lining for us, the consumers. Even if things don't go 100% according to plan, just the sheer excitement, genuine demand, and deafening online buzz is bound to stir up some serious reactions. And if, by some stroke of luck, everything does fall neatly into place, or even if a few minor hiccups pop up along the way, it is still progress, my friends. This is a giant leap towards giving us what we really want. Plus, you just know there are valuable lessons to be learned here, no matter how it all shakes out. Sure, it's the flashy, impractical stuff that often hogs the spotlight, but in this case, the focus is squarely on something that could genuinely help customers and deliver real, tangible value. Think about it. When was the last time you saw an automotive gamble this audacious, this boundary-pushing? The stakes are sky high, the risks are off the chart, and the potential rewards are enough to make your head spin. But that's exactly why I've got my eyes glued to this unfolding story. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.